Injury report really quick here, okay? We had 4 guys DMP today. We had Case Keenum with knee soreness. Jared Valdair, he's in the protocol still. He's progressing. Adam Jones with a sore thigh. Brandon Marshall with a sore knee. And that's pretty much it.
What can you tell us about the extent of Keenum's knee soreness?
It's a little sore, and he's going to practice tomorrow.
Any worries that he wouldn't be able to play on Sunday?
No.
Heading out onto the road for the first time this season.
Yeah.
Probably feels good going 2-0. What are some of the biggest challenges of road games?
Well, obviously traveling east, it's the different times and the time zones. That's always a hard thing to overcome on the road. It's a hard place to play. I mean, this team's been really a dominant home team. He's been there 10 years and they've won 10 plus games, in his tenure there. So it's a hard place to play. They have great crowd noise. It's like playing at a college stadium. So it's going to be a tough out for our guys as far as traveling and playing our best game we can.
You hope for the rest of those guys to be.
I'm sorry, say again?
You hope for the rest of those guys to be ready to go for Sunday. They'll be here.
On the report, yes. I'm very hopeful. Obviously, you don't know as the week progresses, but I'm very hopeful all 4 guys are, should have a chance to play.
What do you see from Phil here cleared for any activity?
Not yet. I mean, it's, it happened on Sunday. It's only Wednesday, so he's progressing. So we'll see on Friday how much he can do on the field.
What do you see from that running back, Alex Collins?
Collins has been a solid back. I mean, in the last 7 games from this year to last year, he's got like 9 touchdowns behind Todd Gurley. So he's a good young back. He can make you miss. He runs with power. So it's going to be a good challenge to get this guy contained. They're very, very good up front. It's a big offensive line with obviously an experienced quarterback with a deep threat in Brown and a real guy in Crabtree. So it's a very similar challenge that we had last week with Oakland. Lots of weapons with a big, tough offensive line with an experienced quarterback. That's always tough on defenses.
How dangerous are they when they mix in Lamar Jackson and they reflect?
Well, he's a good athlete, so you can't treat him as a wildcat player because he can throw the football. So obviously, we're going to have a plan for him. I won't share that, but we have a plan for it.
How much do you expect to see him, or how do you prepare for 2 quarterbacks?
He's played about 4 to 5 snaps, with Flacco on the field. So it's going to happen, and again, we have a plan for it, and we can't be surprised by that and give up a cheap play, and that's why they're going to do it, obviously to catch you slipping and to make a big play on you. So we can't allow it.
You've run well, you've run a lot through 2 games. What have you seen? Why is the O-line better this year so far? I know it's 2 games,
right,
but in terms of the running game.
I think simply, we're better. We're better at the offensive line spot. We're really well coached there. In my opinion, obviously Bose is in his 2nd year. He's played very solid football. Leary's healthy. He's playing good. I think Matt Paradis has come back off the 2 hip surgeries. Last year, he had a slow start last year, but now he's totally healthy. He's powerful again. McGovern's playing really good football, and at right tackle, having Jared here is a godsend for us. Having an experienced guy who can block his guy every play, and also having Billy and having Max Garcia playing good ball, and Eli. So we have a good, experienced offensive line with great depth.
You coached a lot against Harbaugh in the AFC Central. What is about him, his identity as a coach, and the special teams aspect as his background?
Well, when you play this team, it's going to be a fundamental, sound, tough football team. They've always been a tough team. They're a big team, and you said it about the special team. Coach was a coordinator on teams 10 plus years in this league, so he takes a lot of pride in his teams, and they've made plays to beat us in the past on special teams. I've been in games with those guys and lost 12-6, and it's a punt return and it's 2 field goals and you lose the game. So he has great culture there. His team shows up every week. They're sound in all aspects of the game. They're a tough team, and he's been a winner. So it's going to be a tough out. They've won 10 plus games in his tenure, over 10 years, and that's tough to do in this league.
Vance, I know you said you changed the travel schedule in terms of traveling on Saturday and not on Friday. What's the mindset behind that, and any other changes during the week?
No. We just want to go out and play the game. And again, it's all about mindset. We're not going to worry about how far we're traveling, what time the game starts. We don't care. It's going to probably rain on Sunday. We don't care. So I think pushing it back and just going on Saturday it's all about our mindset and not worrying about going east or who we playing or where we playing. It's worrying about the Broncos playing the best we can play. So our attitude this year is we don't care about where we go, who we play, or when we travel, or where we travel. We're just gonna go play.
Chad Kelly, how do you look today? His first practice in a while, really.
Right. He looked fine. He looked fine. He should be. He's our 2, and if he had to play, I have no worries.
Vance, when you sat down with Bill before the season.
I'm sorry?
When you sat down with Bill Musgrave before the
Yeah.
season, what did you want from the offense?
I wanted an offense that can obviously run the football, and to find completion plays for our quarterback on early downs. And Bill's done that. I mean, he's called 2 really, really good games. Obviously in the second half, he came up with some concepts that made some plays for us. In the first half, he only had 3 or 4 drives to do that. And that's tough. But he's a hell of a play caller. He's an ex-quarterback, so how he talks to the quarterback on game day is really brilliant. He walks the guys through the reads of what they expect, pressure. If it's single high, go here. If it's shell, go here. It's really cool to hear him talk to the quarterback on game day. He's a calming figure for me on the sideline, and obviously calming for our quarterback.
A few more for the coach.
You worked with Gary. A lot of players have said they feel like it's similar to what Gary
Yeah, the same personality. Really bright guys. Both played quarterback, understands quarterbacks, and hell of a game day play callers. Obviously, as a coordinator, you make your money on game day. During the week, it's really secretary work, right? You just gather information and feeding it to players, but you make your living and your name on game day. And Bill's a hell of a play caller.
Vance, when you've got a veteran player like DT who struggles with some drops in the first couple games,
Yep.
do you got to really address that as a coaching staff, or is he an experienced enough guy where you trust him to kind of solve that stuff?
He's okay. It's our job to get him going early, and to give him his confidence early. When guys go through a whole half and, have 1 attempt, or 2 attempts, that's tough for receivers. And he has his first attempt and he drops it, or it's a bad ball. That's a mind war. So it's our job to get him going early. It's his job to play with confidence, and he will.
And
Last one, Arnie.
John Harbaugh said that the Domata is the same Pecco he's seen, for 11 years. Is he the same guy that you've seen in your career?
Yes. Being around Domata in Cincinnati, he's always been a guy that played with great energy. For a big guy to move like he does and to hold double teams like he does, and obviously read screens like he does. He's a screen killer, and he's been that way since I've known Domata. He's a great locker room guy, great team leader, and he played really well last week.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.